Hi, you guys. So I have a message today that I'd like to share, and it's not a very good message, but it's a message I feel is important for me to share, and it's coming from my heart and my signs from the universe, and what I feel like Joshua wants me to share. So I'm going to share it. Before I read my Bible today, I prayed that God led me to, a part in the Bible that he wanted me to read that he felt was important. And today, that was the crucifixion of Joshua. So I read Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, and their perspectives on Joshua's crucifixion. And, I think it's in Matthew. Let me see, I wrote it down. Matthew chapter 27, verse 25. And all the people answered, his blood be on us and our children. When they were shouting this because they wanted Joshua to be crucified, they wanted to believe that he wasn't innocent and that he was a convicted man. Those were their very words. May his blood be on us and our children. And unfortunately for them, I'm sure their words came back to bite them in the butt. Sorry, I was gonna cuss because, I'm not perfect, but it makes me upset, like, to know that there's still people even now still living in stupidity and doing the exact same thing. And no, I'm not Joshua. No, other people that are being gang stalked and harassed aren't Joshua, but a lot of us are innocent. And we haven't made perfect choices, no, but I know for me, I can say I never made a choice that I felt was gonna affect someone in a bad way that was revengeful or hateful or intentionally trying to hurt someone. And for our Gangstalkers and their little posses and friends and these organizations and groups that decided to come against one person, it's mind-blowing to me, and it will always be. But my message today is to let those know that are being gang stalked, your repercussions are here, and unfortunate for you, those repercussions are going to affect your loved ones. They're going to affect you. And just as a lot of us who have been gang stalked and harassed have had to see the unfortunate effect of the unmoral life you decided and choices you decided to make when y'all came after our loved ones, y'all are going to start having to reap those repercussions. And I hate to say that, but that's what it is. That's the message I've been getting and I've been receiving, and I'm gonna say it. In my experience with me being gang stalked and harassed, my children were taken from me. CPS was called on me multiple times, and my children were taken from me. And no mother should be without their children, and no children should be without their mother, especially a good mother. But when you have all these organizations and peoples and groups working together to come against one person, they're gonna go to whatever limit that they have to make sure that gets done. And then my father, because I truly do believe my dad's life was shortened due to gang stalking and harassing, and them, like I said, truly being low lives and not having limitation, and doing whatever they have to do to affect one person. Prior to my dad passing away, Adult Protective Services is called on him, and then he ends up in the hospital, which that was his choice. He wanted to go through with the heart surgery, and then he was bedbound for 2 months. And in that time, I had to see my dad struggle and truly go through enormous amounts of pain every day. unfathomable, honestly, amounts of pain. And some of the things that I had to see him go through with the bed sores and, like, you know, the gangrene that was growing on his body and stuff. And it was sad. It was very sad to see the strongest man you know laying in a hospital bed and knowing that there's nothing you can do. They know there's nothing they can do. My dad told us prior, during those 2 months, at one point he told us, like, he wasn't ready to pass away. But my dad, being a God-fearing man, I can tell you this, the very last day my dad was alive, he left in peace. He left with worshiping our God, our Savior. And when my daughter read out of the Bible to him and sang a song to him, I remember my dad, you know, tears coming down his face and him looking at me and, like, you know, kind of winking at me. And just like, I remember in that moment I knew, because it was the day of my daughter's birthday, my oldest daughter. My youngest daughter's one that read out of the Bible and sang to him. It was her birthday, so we were leaving to go get hibachi. And I remember when I was leaving, I knew that was going to be the last time I was truly going to see my dad alive. But I knew that he was leaving with peace. And I knew that he, at this point, was ready to go. So, to my Gangstalkers and to those that are being Gangstalked, know that it's their time to feel what they've done to us. And I want y'all to know that doesn't make me happy. Because being vengeful, I've never been and I will never be. Because I leave vengeance to God. But I do know that what y'all put upon me and my family will be done to you. And in every way, shape, and form, without you literally saying it out loud, this is what you said. And all the people answered, His blood be on us and our children, on your loved ones. When you make choices that are very unfortunate for your children and your loved ones because of your selfish needs, know that you are placing karmic onto your bloodline over your selfish needs and your selfish ways and greed. You know, when Judah turned his back on God, it was for 30 pieces of gold and silver. And when Judah tried to take them back, they didn't even want the money back because they said it's bad blood, it's bad money. When you're going after someone for financial gain, or for spiritual gain, or whatever reason it is that you're going after someone, just know, like, it's bad blood. And what you do will come back to you, and it will come back to your loved ones, and it's unfair for them. So, if there's anyone new that you are currently gang stalking or harassing, stop before it's too late. And for those of you who are going through a hardship right now and having to watch your loved ones fade away or be close to death, I just want you to know, I hope that you find peace in your heart the way I had to. And I hope that your loved one finds peace in their heart and comes to terms with giving their life to God if they haven't already, and truly believing that there is a better life on the other side, and that I pray that God has mercy on your souls and on your loved ones. And that's from the bottom of my heart, I truly do. And those of you that are being gang stalked right now or harassed, pray for your gang stalkers, pray for their loved ones, and ask God to have mercy on them, because they obviously don't know any better. That's the message I have today, and I'm sorry I have to be the one to deliver it and say it, but it's what's been coming to me, and it's what I needed to share. So know that every consequence, everything has a consequence to it, and karmic justice, especially when you have God beside you and you seek to God and you pray to God and you're a God-fearing person and you leave all your problems to God, justice will be served, whether it's spiritual justice or orderly law justice here on earth. I pray for both. But yeah, that being said, I hope you guys find peace and love and know that I'm praying for y'all, and I hope that God truly has mercy on y'all souls. And yeah,